Hi guys, Shema Polot here, welcome back to the channel. Today I want to talk about how you can present your data better, especially if you're trying to present it in a table for a report. That's what I'm going to show you today. I see a lot of ugly tables every day and it drives me insane, and so today I want to show you a few tricks that I use to turn your table from basic to not so basic. Let's get into it. We are using this basic looking table here. This is from that video where I was doing report making using Power Query. This data is from there. You should watch that video. If you haven't, then you should check it out here. More often than not, I would see a table like this presented in a report directly, or maybe even put on the news for people to watch, which is crazy because you could make this look a lot better, and also you can sort of focus people's attention where you want it to be. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. And you can do this in a word processing application like Word and Google Docs, but I like to use Excel because Excel has all these additional features that make everything a lot cooler and a lot faster. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do in Excel is just go to View and just remove the grid lines. I do that just so I can have everything nice and white. Okay, so I'm just going to make a copy of this table and paste it right here. I want to view the data in a way so I can see the trends in the cases. The cases are here and the deaths. So a trend in the cases and the deaths over time, so over the months. So if I want to see the trend, again, a graph is probably better here, but again, I'm just insistent on using a table just to show you how to modify a table in this case, okay? So if you want to see a trend, then it makes a lot more sense for the cases and the deaths to be on the vertical axis, or just the cases and the deaths appearing where the months are, and then the months appearing at the top. The quick way to do it is just select all the data using Control A, and then copy it, and then I'm going to bring it somewhere down here. And so I want to paste in transpose. Okay, there we go. And so transposing just sort of pivots the data. So now we have our cases here and grand total, and yeah, and now we can get started. Okay, so whenever I'm doing sort of editing or beautifying graphs or tables, the first thing I do is I try to and this I learned this from that book called Storytelling with Data by Cole Nafik, I think. It's a good book, you should check it out. I'll leave a link in the description if you want to get a copy of it. But yeah, so the first thing that I do is, well, usually you know exactly why you're creating the table and you know exactly what audience it's for. All those things are really important and where you should start. But in this case, I just want to highlight the trends in the cases and the deaths, and yeah, and present it in some sort of table in a report. Okay, so the idea is I make everything, all the text, I make everything gray. Okay, I make everything gray. And the goal of that is to take the gray, sort of grays everything out. Then the goal is to go through and make the things that you think are important stand out. Okay, so I do want to add an extra column for trend and maybe another one for total on this side. And so the total would be that sum there. And that's what I want. There we go. Okay, so I just want to select everything again because I want to get those borders everywhere. Fantastic, like that. Okay, so I need to change these fonts to gray as well. Okay, and then this total is that as well. Let me make that gray. Okay. All right. So the next thing that I want to do is, the reason why I added trend here is because I want to add what we call sparklines, which are a really cool feature in Excel. So to do that, you just go to Insert and you insert sparklines. So I go to Insert and I come here to sparkline, and you can add a line or a column, and it asks me the range for the sparkline, and so what I want to get is that. I select it and then I click OK, and you see what it does. It sort of bolds the entire range, and it gives me a sort of trend line reflecting the trend in all these numbers. Okay, so I'm just going to copy that downwards. I think I'll do it for that as well. Okay, all right. So the sparklines just add some flavor, and you can edit the features of the sparklines by going up here to sparkline, and you can edit the way they look. You can add a high point, and what it will do, as you can see, it will add like a red dot there. But again, when it comes to beautification, less is more, at least in my opinion, and so I tend to not add those things. You can also change the color of the sparkline to whatever color you want. You can change the thickness. You can change the thickness right here. So you can do a bunch of things with them. Now, what I want to do in this case is I want to figure out if I should I add a high point? No, I'm going to leave that there for now. Okay, so now I have a trend, those trend lines in there, which just give me a sense of the high points across. Really, more often than not, it just looks nice, but it adds a nice touch, which isn't harmful. So I would leave them there. Okay, so now the important things we want to look at are the cases and the depths. So first of all, I want to come here and change the font. I'm going to change the font to, I'm going to use Arial, and yeah, I'll leave it as 12. So a general rule for tables and beautifying tables is we tend to left align text and right align numbers. Okay, so all the numbers that you see in here, you go and you right align everything, and the column title should follow the alignment of the data within the table. Okay, so I do the same for total here. I'm just going to right align that, and for trend I'll just do the same, even though they're not numbers, just because to get everything looking nice and uniform across there. Okay, and then for the text, so this text in this case is already left aligned, so we're going to leave it like that. I'm just doing that again to make sure. Okay, now I'm going to delete the word grand total because I don't really need it. Okay, the next thing that I want to do is I want to remove these lines. Not all these lines are necessary, so I'm going to remove a good number of them. So let me start by just removing all of them. Oh, sorry, I have to select that again. Then remove all of them like that. Okay, so now again the goal is to only put lines where they're absolutely helpful, right? So this is the process of decluttering the data before we share it. So I do want to put a line here. Oh, I went too far. I do want to put a line that separates the months there. So I'm going to put a sort of a bottom border. So I select that top row and I add a bottom border, and there we go, and it just adds a line right there. Okay, I'll maybe put a line, I could put a line at the bottom. I could add another bottom border there. There we go, and so we have the cases bolded, and then I could bold these numbers, and trying to get it to fit in the frame. And yeah, so this here I had called it, oh no, let me just leave it. Okay, so And most of this is subjective, right? You can decide whether or not you want to remove certain things, but the most important thing is the person that is going to see the data, do they understand it or do they not? You want to make sure that that is as easy to understand as possible. Okay, so at this point, I think we're good to go. I would leave it like this at this point. So everything gray, then the totals are bolded, cases and deaths are bolded, the trends are visible. So then what I can do is now I'm ready to put this table in a report. And to do that, I want to show you a really cool feature in Excel. If you don't know about it, Excel has a camera that you can use to take screenshots. So I just select everything and I come up here to the quick access toolbar where there's a camera. If you don't have this camera here, the way to add it is to go to those three dots, hit more commands, and this ribbon on toolbar, you select all commands, and then you find camera, and camera would be here, and then you click the arrow and move camera there. Mine is already here, so I can move it out of there like this, and then select this and move it back, okay? But yes, that's how you add the camera. But yeah, but once you select the portion that you want to take a screenshot of, you just click the camera icon and then you see those crawling, green crawling ants. And then you just click wherever you want the image to be created. And now this image, you see, which can move around, is added to the data. And it usually comes with this like black outline, which I don't like. So I usually click it and then go to picture format and picture border, and I click no outline, and that removes that outline. So now I can copy this image and you can paste it in an email, you can paste it in a WhatsApp chat, you can paste it in a report, and you're good to go. But yeah, that's it. That's how I would quickly edit a table so I can present it. Again, general rule is less is more. Take all those lines out, they're not really necessary. What's more important is the numbers and what the numbers represent. Okay, so make sure the information that is supposed to guide the reader is bolded and everything else can be put slightly to the background. Okay, so that's why I grade everything out, bolded what needs to be bolded, and there we have it. All right, that's it for this week. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share this with anyone you think this is useful for. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.